What's going on, guys? So today we're talking about a Hogue knife. Yes, I get tons of requests to do videos on Hogue knives. I've been aware of Hogue knives ever since their creation. Hogue as a company has obviously been very, very popular amongst the firearm community for many, many years. I've had a couple different Hogue grips, different accessories and stuff. When they started making knives, I was always interested in it. I get most of my stuff from trades, as you guys know, and they never really pop up in trades. But I've had this knife for a while now. It's a little microflip. It is the X1 Microflip specifically, and it's a first gen. And I've been using this on and off for probably a year now. So it's finally time to do a video on it. So here it is, a little flipper design. Now I say that this is the first gen because if you get these now, they come with a safety switch. This is one of the original ones. So it's a button lock. Okay, it's just a manual knife, little flipper. But because it is a button lock, I suppose, you could accidentally push the button and unlock it. Or when it's in the pocket, maybe it accidentally flips open, whatever. So they decided to add a little switch for safety. So when you see these, you'll more than likely see it with a little switch here, okay? But I have to say, I'm thoroughly impressed. It's not my first Hogue knife, but it's the first Hogue knife that I've actually used and carried for a long period of time. Overall, I think it's definitely different. I don't know what's going on the inside here, but right off the bat, like when you use the flipper, it's a little bit harder to push the flipper out, but it's not uncomfortable or anything. But when you close the knife, it stops about here, and then you have some build-up pressure, and almost like it clicks in. And it's like a really satisfying click. I don't really know what's going on there with the design, but I like it. I like it a lot. So it's obviously not going to accidentally fall out at all. Even hitting the flipper, you can see this right side tip up carry. Even if you were to bump this in your pocket or something, it's not going to easily push out. Okay, you do need some pressure built up there to pop it out, but it is lightning fast. It does build up quite a bit of pressure before it pops, and it shoots out every single time. I've never had, like in some other knives, I go to flip it out and maybe I'm not pushing it right, or I don't have a good grip on it and I get like a half push. It's literally never happened with this knife. Once it pops out, it pops all the way out and locks up nice. No blade play in any direction whatsoever. Very, very well made in the USA. Let me get a close-up shot of that marking there. Hogue X1 MF. All right, USA. On the opposite side, we have Elishewitz on there. Alan Elishewitz, if you don't know, the designer of this knife and a lot of the knives. I want to say he designs all the knives for Hogue, but not 100% on that. And we have CPM 154, which is a fantastic steel. And if you already can't tell, we have a really nice stonewash finished blade. All right, and this one, by the way, this microflip, there's a ton of different ones. Different color combinations, there's different blade shapes. There's a ton of options, all right? So if you don't like this specific setup, there's other ones to choose from. But anyway, 2.6-inch blade here, hollow ground, all right, drop point design. A lot of texture on this all throughout. We have jimping on the back of the blade. I mean, this locks in your hand. It's a small knife overall. It's only 6.6 inches, open here. But this thing, there's no way this is slipping out of your hand, all right? Jimping on the back of the spine, jimping on the frame. The spacer on here has these like cutouts, which also add a little bit of texture, kind of unique and different, which I like. Also, there's jimping on the inside of the frame here on the front. All right, little finger choil. I mean, it locks in. So it's extremely noticeable. It's not uncomfortable, but there's a lot of texture on here. All right, so if you're not into that texture, that jimping or anything, definitely not the one for you. If you do like it, you'll absolutely love this little one. Also, they said there's a striking pommel. If I zoom in, you can see that this back spacer here extends out just enough. All right, it has kind of a sharp edge here where you can use this for a defensive situation, or more than likely, well, both situations are very rare, but you're more than likely going to use this to maybe break a window out in a car accident or something. But if you did need to use this, in a non-lethal way, you can certainly do with the knife closed. Okay, I would not want to be struck with that. It's quite pointy. Yeah, I mean, the ergonomics are awesome on the knife. It performs very, very well. The simple drop point blade design just offers a little bit of a belly up front here. All right, straight edge on the bottom. All right, so you have that controlled cutting on the bottom. It's very easy. There's enough of a point here. It's not crazy pointing or anything, but it's enough to pierce into boxes and stuff. That's most of the work I'm doing, regular EDC types tasks. The pocket clip's very nice on this. As I mentioned, tip up right side carry, but you also see that it's swappable for left side carry. All right, and I do like this when companies put in a little spacer plate All right, so the spot, because there's a recessed clip inside the frame, it's even. I do like when they fill that in. Okay, it's just kind of a nice little touch there. The pocket clip is actually pretty unique. I haven't had any problems with it snagging at all. Mostly on like thicker pants, cargo pants, jeans, things like that. But I do like that it's just a different design. I didn't think it was particularly good looking. In fact, when I first got the knife, I thought it was kind of ugly. Maybe it's grown on me a little bit. Just reminds me of a paper clip or something, just the way it's bent. But it definitely works. It works very nicely. It's just, for me, a lot of times when I go to put my knife in, I have this habit, especially with like stiffer clips, which this is not like super stiff at all, but it's stiff enough where like I want to put my finger like this and lift it up. But because it's rounded, it doesn't come to a point, it's a little harder to do that. So I have to kind of just push it through to ride it over the material to clip it in the pocket. Not deep concealed. You can see there's plenty of that, you know, sticking up on the ends. No lanyard hole if you're into that, but not a huge deal. Pretty awesome though. Very, very nice, you know, American-made quality knife. These sell for around $130 to $140, just depending on, you know, which flavor, if you will, you pick, color, blade, shape, combo, whatever. So as you can see, I did save the box and the pouch. Does come in a nice little, you know, pouch for storage. If you want to do that, a little zipper pouch. Of course, here's the exact model on there. All right, 24-170 X1 Microflip. It's got all your information. Aluminum frame, I didn't mention that before. The body is a T6 aluminum. Overall, I have to say I am very impressed. This is the first Hogue knife I actually got to use extensively, and I really like it. This is going to stay in my collection. I'm not looking to trade this at all. Just a really good example of a knife from the company. It's just a great little workhorse, and just the one thing that stands out the most to me on this knife, again, not only when this thing closes, it's got just such a satisfying little click to it, you know, but just the grip. I mean, this thing locks in your hand. It's got a ton of grip on it, and it's very comfortable. But yeah, pretty cool. Good job, Hogue. I'm gonna have to try out some more knives of their, you know, stuff in the future. Anyway, that's it for now, guys. Let me know down in the comment section, do you EDC a Hogue knife? Do you have in your collection? What do you guys think of them? But I've been thoroughly impressed so far. So anyway, have a good day, guys. I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.